Hey guys, and welcome back for another short flow. Today we're going to be focusing on strength and mobility in the shoulder area. You might need you will need a strap today if you have one. So if you don't have a strap, a belt, a rope, anything really, a pair of leggings, trousers, anything to help you with a few pass-throughs. And then just some space on the floor and a mat if you have one. And whenever you're ready, come and join me with your strap in a Tadasana position or mountain pose. We're going to stand in Tadasana and we're just going to take hold of our strap, wrapping our hands around one end and then grabbing a hold of the other, and we're just going to do simply 10 pass-throughs. So go as wide as you need to with the strap. As you become more mobile, you can go narrower with your grip. And we're just going to inhale as we lift the strap up above our head and then exhale to release it down and tap behind. So you're going to tap in front and tap behind, and that's one rep. Inhale to lift all the way back up. And you can just do this as many times as you need. If you need to stop and pause the video, go as slow as you need to. Try not to go too fast. We're just gradually opening up those shoulders, getting them more mobile, warming them up for the practice ahead. So I'm just coming up to halfway now. Hopefully you guys won't have rushed it. That's 6, 7, 8. See if you can go slightly narrower with your grip for the last couple. 9, last one. 10, and come all the way back up and over, and then you can just release that grip from the strap and just put the strap down wherever. We're going to come into a simple bound forward fold. So you're going to take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, clasp your hands, pull your hands back and down, so you're opening up your shoulders and your chest, opening up your heart, and take a nice deep inhale as you do that, and as you exhale we're going to fold forwards all the way into our Uttanasana forward fold. Think about bending the knees slightly and bringing your chest towards your thighs, letting the crown of the head hang low towards the ground, and then pull the hands up and back away from your body. Just take 3 deep breaths here. Last deep breath all the way in. And then exhale, release your hands to the floor, and we're just going to step back to down facing dog. So in down facing dog, so many people get this posture wrong in their alignment. I want you to think about spreading your fingers, gripping the mat with your hands, taking a bend in the knees to begin with, so don't worry about straight legs to start. Take your hands shoulder width apart and then try and push your head through your arms, opening up your shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades apart, so think about wrapping your armpits underneath the body so they're almost trying to look at each other, and you're creating space between those shoulder blades, freeing your neck from your the shoulders basically. So then from here, think about extending through the spine, pointing your tailbone up high towards the ground and pushing the crown of the head towards the ground. So tailbone towards the ceiling, crown of the head towards the ground. And then from here, you've got a nice position with your upper body. You can start to work on the legs as you straighten them out to find that nice down dog position. Feet should be sort of hip distance apart. And you can just pedal the feet. Take a few breaths here, opening up the hamstrings if you want to as well, making sure that your neck's still free from those shoulders and not shrugged up into your ears. Take a couple of deep breaths, and then just come to pause as you exhale, push those heels down to the ground, press through the hands, bounce up and down a few times. And then we're just going to come down onto our elbows into dolphin pose. So dolphin pose is similar to down facing dog with the legs. Just simply you're coming onto the forearms, keeping the hands exactly where they are, pressing the head through the arms again, and just walk the feet in if you want to, just slightly. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then just come down onto your knees, come back up onto your hands, and we're going to do 5 thread the needles on each side. So we're going to start with the left hand. We're going to reach up and back as we inhale, opening up to the outside of the mat, and then as we exhale, we're going to thread the hand through and under the right arm, reaching right through, twisting to look under, and we're going to do that 4 more times. So inhale, lift and reach, exhale, thread, 2, inhale, lift and reach, 3, exhale, thread, inhale, lift and reach for number 4, exhale, thread, inhale, lift and reach, exhale, thread, and just hold for 3, 2, 1, and then inhale, come back up onto your hands and knees, and we'll do the other side. So right hand now, inhale, lift, reach up high towards the ceiling, opening up the chest, the arms, the shoulders, and then exhale as you thread it through for 1, inhale, thread for 2, inhale, thread for 3, inhale, thread for 4, inhale, thread for 5, and just hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. We're going to come into a kneeling cactus arms position. So just come up, take your hands off the floor, come up into a kneeling position. And we're going to inhale as we lift our hands up above our head, and then we're going to exhale as we pull the hands at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to face you guys so you can see, activating the fingers and squeezing the shoulder blades back, bending at the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together as we exhale. So we're going to do that 3 times. Inhale to lift and reach, exhale to squeeze, inhale, lift and reach, exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, lift and reach, exhale, squeeze. Release the hands, and then just come back into hero pose. So coming back onto your knees, so you can either sit on your heels, if this is enough for you in your quads and you can feel the stretch there already, then stay there. If you want to go further, open the feet out slightly so that your bum can slide down in the space between them and find a seated position on the floor. You should feel this just in your quads. You shouldn't feel any pain in your knees at all. If you find that you're having pain, then please come back up onto your heels. If you can't sit back on your heels and you struggle with that, then feel free to just put a block between so that you've got a nice comfortable position. And I'm just going to turn my back to you for this one so that you guys can see. We're going to do cow face arms, which is really good for opening the shoulders. So we're going to reach up high with the right arm above us, left arm goes out to the side, and then we're going to reach back and try and touch our fingertips together, and then rotate to the other side. So we're going to do 3 rotations, and then on the 3rd rotation, we're going to hold. So that's 2. And then this one, we're going to rotate, clasp the fingers if you can, and hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then release, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. Try and see if we can hold our fingertips. I really struggle with this side, and you might find one side's different to the other. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and then exhale, release. You can come back up onto your knees now, and we're going to come down to the floor. With that cow face one, if it comes up again and you really do struggle to kind of even get close, you can always do a tricep stretch in replacement instead. So just if you need to pause the video and hold for 5 breaths on each side of that tricep stretch, please do. We're going to come down onto our fronts now, and we're going to come into bow pose, which is really good for opening up the front of our shoulders. So you're going to come down onto the floor, and you're going to try and reach back, and you might need a strap here if you can't reach your feet. Bring your feet in towards your glutes, so bring your heels to your bum and try and reach back for your hands, grabbing around the ankles if you can. And then get ready to lift and kick into a bow position. So you're going to inhale as you lift the shoulders away from the floor and kick back with the legs, opening up the chest, really kicking back. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, exhale, release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale to lift and kick. Hold for 3, 2, 1, exhale, release. Last time, inhale, lift and kick. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, exhale, release. Let go of the legs. Plant the hands underneath your chest and just press back to extended child's pose. Sit back on your heels. Bring your forehead to the floor. Bring your elbows to the floor and bring your hands together and lift them up away from the floor so you're coming into a prayer pose and sink into your shoulders. So if you don't feel the stretch here, sitting back in child's pose, what you can do is just walk the arms further forwards and lift slightly off your bum and bring your body forward so you've got more of a lever area to sink through into your shoulders, opening up those triceps. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release. Keep the hands extended in front of you. Come back onto your heels with your bum. And then we're just going to walk the hands all the way over to the left. Opening up the right side of the body. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then return back to center. And then walk the hands all the way over to the right. Take another 2 deep breaths. Return back to center. And then we're just going to finish with heart melting pose or puppy pose, depending on how far you can go. So come back up onto your hands and knees and just reach forwards with your hands, bringing your chest towards the floor, looking forwards to the front of the mat. So heart melting, don't worry about getting your chest to the floor, just reach forwards with your hands, look forwards to the end of the mat with your eye gaze and just open out the underneath. So you should feel this in your armpits and try and push your heart down towards the floor. If it doesn't touch, don't worry. If you feel like you want to go further, come forwards slightly and drop all the way through until your chest touches the floor and you find you're in full extended puppy pose. Just try and make sure that your knees are stacked underneath your hips and that the bend is in your upper back and not in your lower back at all. Hold here for 3, for 2, for 1, and then just slowly come on up out of it. And you can finish with a mini Savasana in child's pose if you want to, with your hands by your sides, and just relax off your shoulders.